and Silica Sand.
Perfect. Thank you. And just Daryl, please.
March 8th, Finance, and March 8th, Fire Hall meeting, and March 9th, Silica meeting.
Thanks, Daryl.
I just want to
And-
tell you, I forgot to start the recording, so it's just started now.
Perfect. Are we? Did John? Did you do yours already, John? Sorry.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Perfect. Thanks. All right. The next are all the committee reports from the CEO, manager, administration, and everything else. Anything we want to discuss on these reports here? Hearing none, then we'll carry on. We'll move over to 7, which is communications. Anything here that we need to for the Hanover and that kind of sticks out, or nothing's there really that will affect us?
I am not aware of anything. I'm just asking council if there's any concerns on council's.
Okay. I've looked at it. It's not exactly close to where we are, so I don't think it's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
think we're all good. It's it's getting done in Grunthal here, so it's a bit out of our area. So
Yeah.
So anything else we want to discuss on communications? Hearing none, then we'll move over to new business. 10.1. It's a joint statement, and I think we wanted to discuss it a little bit further. Joint statement from the Borderland School Division, and it's something that they want us to either follow or make a resolution to support it. And I think, from what I gather, is we wanted to discuss this a little bit further, and do we want to go forward or not? So, the joint statement talks both about making only one school board and this, they were kind of against it, and also they're talking about Bill 37 about the zoning amendments, and that the municipal board will be null and void, and that they will have the final say with Bill 37. So I certainly am opposed to the Bill 37, but as for the school boards, I'm just not sure if it's something that we want to jump on board with everyone together, or do we want to talk about it further? I know Laurent had a bit of questions concerning that. So,
I don't know if we should get involved in the school board. I know Bill 37 is. I prefer discussing with our MLA privately and give our message going with other people and kind of giving a hard time to our government, on the radio, on TV, and I don't really. I would prefer discussing that first with our MLA and go that route. But I'll. If the majority of council wants to do this joint thing, then I would have to accept that.
my opinion is, like, we're picking two battles here with one statement. So I would like I'm for sure opposed to Bill 37. I would have no problem in just having Bill 37 and let the school boards fight their own battle with their school boards, kind of thing, right? So I think they're trying to put everything together, but we're talking about two different issues here. So to have a statement for Bill 37, no problem, but then to hop on board with the school boards, which doesn't really affect us very much here. Yes, we do have school boards in our RM, but yeah, I'm on Larry's side also. I think we have two options: either we jump on board, or we just let this pass and we don't support it at all. So I'm not sure what the rest of council we can do. Maybe have a quick straw vote here of what we want to do, or do we want to change this statement and just focus squarely on Bill 37? So
I agree with Larry.
Else? Okay.
Sorry, I agree with Larry in the sense that we should talk to Dennis Smook together, have a virtual meeting and maybe we have a little laundry list that we want to share with him and discuss with him.
Okay.
Louis here.
Yeah.
With the school boards, I mean, I could be wrong, but I believe I heard in the past that British Columbia, of course, has a number more people in it than we have in Manitoba. And I think they only have a total of 3 school boards for the entire province. So I think streamlining maybe isn't a bad idea, but obviously I haven't heard all the stories from both sides. So.
Okay. Paul or John?
Yeah, I'm 100% with you and again, that total. But yeah, school boards, I think they fight their own battles.
So I think from what I'm hearing, the majority of council are basically we're not going to support this, but I think we can also direct and to maybe try to get a meeting with our local MLA, Mr. Smoot, and then we can move forward that route. So are we okay? Are we okay with that?
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and when we meet with Mr. Smook, I think, Alvin, you're right. We should have a list of things we want to discuss. Not only one issue, but several issues. I think it would be healthy to meet with our MLA and discuss with him how we feel about things in this province.
Yes. Yeah, we haven't seen him for ages.
Okay, perfect. 10.2, we have our proposed drainage projects for this following year. Ron, you're here to discuss with the drainage projects? Is that it? If you have any questions?
Yes, I got them here too beside me.
Okay. Were you guys able to go through the whole list? And does everything look good for you guys?
I did not.
Yes.
I don't have a list. I just had a shopping list. Like
It's on the
Sorry?
attachment, right?
It's on the attachment.
Scroll down. Yeah, you keep scrolling down, Alvin.
It has the gravel, the capital projects, and also the drainage for this following year. So
okay, I'm not getting it here. I've got under 10.2. I've got one attachment.
yeah.
Okay, now it's not even loading. Maybe this is the one.
It's 12
Yeah,
pages.
It's 12 exactly. It's 12 pages. It's got
Okay.
There's 13 different sites.
Yeah. All I saw was page 1. I didn't see that there were 12 pages. Okay, gotcha. Okay, we're all good.
And this is all stuff that we had discussed during our budget time, right, Ron? And this spring we discussed a little bit about this.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Ron, Daryl here. On number 7, and that's one we wanted to do last year. Number 9, is there no ditch there? I don't believe there's a ditch there at all. Is that correct?
You talking about Marinowski Road?
No, that's on the west side of the RM here, south of 303, about 1 mile.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That was the one that we had. You were supposed to get it done last year. That's a 1 mile north of 303 on Hirschfeld.
Yes, and then
Yeah.
just number 9, so that's just south of that. I just want to go look at that because I don't think there's a ditch there at all, is there, on number 9?
I thought there was. I took a look at it myself, and I thought there was a little bit of a ditch, not a major ditch, but some kind of little drainage there.
Okay. Because I'm just worried about if we I don't believe the water runs there at all.
Okay.
It comes from a little bit more east, and I'm just worried if we're going to open that up, because that's a ridge there, I believe, that we're going to be sending so much more water down that drain there.
Yep.
So I'd like to look at that a little bit more before we do number 9 there. Did somebody request that, or what was, who wanted that done?
I thought we had discussed that last year about getting that mile, because we had done the mile south of 303 last year, but I guess the intention was to do the mile north.
Yes.
I thought, and that's why we put it on this year's agenda.
I'll go take a look at that a little bit and see.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, maybe a couple of us could meet there, because I think last year we did 1 mile that we did the wrong mile or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To make sure we do the correct.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't see anything else.
So,
And-
well, Ron, this is a proposal. It doesn't mean that we can afford to do them all, eh?
That's right. The intention was to get a lot of them in to look at. But no, I don't think we got enough in the budget to do all 13. So I would say
Okay.
maybe half of those.
Okay.
I'd certainly like to get number 7 done.
Okay, which one is that? See, on my map here, I went and upgraded it, but I don't have the old number. So which
Oh,
one
okay,
is
that's
that?
that's the one we were supposed to do last year, right? Just north of 303.
Yeah, okay.
West side there.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
Hirschfeld Road East Ditch from PR 303 to 33N. That's what you have on your list.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
So
and I'll
number
go-
7?
That's number 7 on my
Yeah.
picture here.
Anne, could you repeat the roads again where it's between?
I'll read it again. It's Hirschfeld Road East Ditch from PR 303 to 33N. I guess I don't need my mask on. There's nobody in the office.
And also just to be aware that anytime we apply for licenses now to Manitoba Conservation and Climate, that anything that we do that's not connected is a $500 fee to get that done. So that's why I kind of waited. I could have applied for licenses earlier, but now we have to be sure that we're going to be doing those projects in the near future to spend that kind of money. So if you had 7 or 8 projects at $500, we're looking at, $3,000-4,000 in fees.
So do we need to pick a couple here, Ron, or how do we want to do that?
Well, I mean, I had a bit of a priority list, probably about 3 or 4 of the projects that I think should be done fairly soon. But after that, I mean, it's, we got some problems with drifting of snow and berms that are in the way of the road that would like to get done. But other than that, it's kind of wide open.
Okay.
Would you provide your request? What are they? What sites?
Well, I've got the one for sure would be the one on Hirschfeld, south of the mile we had done last year. That's from 31 south. It's about 3/4 mile on Hirschfeld on the east side. I mean, I had a request from the.
That's number 9, yeah.
Number 9.
Okay,
That's
9
the one
on your
that-
list. 9 on your list, yeah.
That's
I
what
had a
Daryl
request-
just,
Yeah, from a couple of years ago and from Mr. Freund. And he wanted that done and we didn't do it last year. And I think we should maybe do that for sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's been reaching out to me in the past few months too,
Mhm.
asking if we could do that.
so then,
The other-
Yeah, see,
well, then I'm clear.
the
Is that the
problem
one
with
that
that
Daryl
one-
just was talking about then?
yes, yeah,
Okay,
that is
thank
the
you.
one, because what we do is if we open that up, I mean, the reason we're doing 7 is because the farmer in the corner there on 303, he gets flooded out there all the time, like literally all the time. And so that's why we want to clear north of him first to get everything done north properly so the water can drain properly there. So any more water coming from the south there, it's going to cause more trouble there.
Just go overland there.
Yeah, his land floods already there at,
Right.
just about any time. So if we have to look at the next mile north of number 7 yet, then we'll look at that yet.
Mhm. Can both get both of them done at the same time, or is that something we'd rather
Well,
not do?
That's why I want to go look at that a little
Yeah.
bit.
Okay.
And Ron, what's the time frame for when we need to send these into the province here?
Well, they've really improved their licensing timelines. So I think maybe now we're about the middle of March. I think if we send them out sometime in the beginning of April, I think that should give us lots of time for the construction season.
So, are we fair to say that we can? But now we've got this list in front of us. We can all go look at whatever we need to get done, and that our next finance meeting, which will be in 2 Mondays from now, that we can have the exact list so you can send them all in, and we're not doubling it up. Would that make sense for everyone?
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
Sure.
May I ask Ron to say to let you know today the ones that he's recommending so that you know for future
For sure.
discussion?
Yeah.
Sure.
If you that you don't need to do it today or like right away, but at least send us an email, say that these are the ones that you really would like, and then we can go over the rest of the list, and then make sure that the 7 or 8 that we go with that we're going to get done this year, then we're not applying for a license and we're not getting it done. So this is I don't think we need a resolution for this. This is basically information for today, and then let's make sure that Ron has the exact list that we're going to do next finance meeting, and then we're all on the same page. So we're all fair with
sounds
that.
good.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Hey, and Ron,
And by then, maybe Daryl, you would be able to go and have a look then, too?
Yes, I'll look at that
Okay.
by today. Yeah.
Perfect, thank you.
Lewis, you had a question?
yeah, Ron, can you give me a hard copy of these 10 pages? Just anytime if you're going past.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Thank you.
Perfect. Any other questions, guys?
No.
Okay. 10.3. This is I guess a shared road that we have with the RM of Stewartburn. Is there anything we need to do on this, Anne?
Well, the arm of Stewartburn, well, this gentleman asked if we could clear our right of way, and they also asked Stewartburn, and Stewartburn has passed the resolution, and I've added a few more to it. So the first 3 bullets are really lifted from the arm of Stewartburn, and then the other 2, bullet 4 and 5, are ones that Ron and I have added for our concerns. I did speak with this gentleman, and he said that he has to investigate further. He may not even clear it now, depending on the cost.
Okay.
But at least we have
So-
a resolution for him if that's what he wants to do.
Okay.
And
So,
I don't know,
yeah,
Ron, is there anything you want to talk about on that?
Well, I think we covered everything on that list that we discussed, and I think if all those points are met, then I don't think there's any problem.
So would you like me to read the resolution, or is council okay? They've read it.
Well, we've all got it in front of us. I think
Good. Good.
we've all read it, right?
Okay.
Does anybody, the thing would be, does anybody have any other questions from council to Ron or to Anne concerning this resolution?
Yeah, I haven't, and I can't get any of this meeting up on my screens.
Okay. Want me to read it for you, Louis? I got no problem doing that.
Okay.
Be it resolved that the RM of the Brokery hereby approves so-and-so farming, Herbswiggle Farm request to clear the bush from the undeveloped intermunicipal road allowance 18N with the following conditions. The applicant obtains a permit from Manitoba Conservation and Climate as required on the undeveloped road. The applicant undertakes any road or drainage improvements at their cost, subject to the municipal approvals from both the RM of the Brokery and the RM of Stewartburn and Manitoba Conservation and Climate Drainage and Water Control Licensing Section. Any land monument damage is the responsibility of the applicant to restore, and the restoration cost shall be borne by the applicant. The applicant must ensure the land that is being cleared is on municipal road and not on any private property. The RM of the Brokery will not be liable for any damages incurred or clearing outside the limits of the road.
I'll move to approve it.
I'll
Perfect.
second
Thanks, Daryl.
Alvin.
Thanks, Alvin. Anybody opposed? It's carried. 10.4, the estimate for the grader repair, let me guess, it's gone up probably?
Double. No?
Well, not
Considerably.
double. Yeah,
And they haven't even opened it up yet, so there could be more.
Oh.
Well, Daryl nailed it, eh?
Yeah.
yeah, and this is just sent in for information because there's no resolution, right? You're just sending it in for information for us.
Well, the resolution that you prepared about the grader does specify a certain amount.
Yeah.
And it also says that any increase must be presented to council. So this is up to you. I can do a quick resolution. I could
Well, if it's not even finalized yet, like it's presented to the council that the increase will be higher, and obviously we agree to that. But I think until we get the final number, once we have the final number, then we can pass a resolution at that time. I think so.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Like this, to me, this is for information for now. And once we have the final number, we can go ahead and do what we need to do for finances. How's that sound?
Agreed.
So I have a question from Ron though, if I may, Deputy Reeve Normando. If we do that, does that mean that they're fixing it? If they, like, how do we deal with that?
Fix it
Well,
and get the bill, we pay for it.
Yeah. Once they open it, we're committed, I
Right.
think, right?
So that's why I'm asking now, because it was 28,000 versus 53,000.
Yeah.
And what number did I give last time?
75.
yeah.
That's it.
So I think we're on the same. I think we're on
Yeah.
the board that we got to get it fixed anyways, right? So, let's
Well,
go
and
that
it's
route,
like
and then
Daryl-
once we have the final number, we can pass the resolution.
Yeah, it's like Daryl said, if we go ahead and trade it now, they're going to flip that thing in for way more money than what it's going to cost us to fix it. So
Just a suggestion, I think the simple way is if we're fixing it, let's just pass a resolution to fix it, period. Why come back with another?
we could just have an email just for our information, just so that we're all in the loop. But yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, I think I agree with that also, Alvin. Let's have once we have the final number, we can send an email, and then that we can all pass a resolution that we all agree that we move forward that road.
Okay.
Which grader is? Sorry.
Cat.
Okay.
Okay, we're all
Sounds
clear.
good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. 13 is in camera. That's the last thing under. Oh no, sorry. 10.5. Laurent, go ahead. The tribute to Mr. Lafreniere.
Yes.
Okay, you all know we lost community leader Yves Lafreniere, and I thought I would just maybe say a few words in regards to what he's contributed to our community. It was with sadness that we heard of the passing of Yves Lafreniere. Yves was a community leader and a friend. I've had the pleasure to work with him building this community since 1975. Yves contributed a lot to improve the arm of Labroquerie. It goes as far as 1978 when he was a member of the construction committee to build the present arena. Also part of the arena board when we installed the artificial ice in 1985. Part of the LUD when we had the installation of the gravity sewer system. He was a member of the LUD when we did all the paving in the community. Yves did chair the LUD for approximately 30 years. Yves also served the people of Labroquerie for 40 years as the manager of Labroquerie Co-op. Yves was a huge supporter of hockey, baseball, and encouraged all the kids to succeed in the sports, especially we saw him at the arena all the time and at the baseball diamonds. This is just a quick overview of what Yves has done for us in the municipality of Labroquerie. And in closing, leadership is serving, and that is what Yves Lafreniere did for his community. May he rest in peace.
Yeah, very nice.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Laurent. Very good. All right. Looks like now we're at nothing else on the agenda except we're going to in camera on item number 13. So it is 8:31. So I need to move in a second to go in camera, please.
I'll move, Louis.
Perfect.
I'll
Second by Larry. All right. And you'll take care of getting the media and everybody off the in camera, please.
Yeah, I'm just going to stop recording.